Hello everybody and welcome to the Puma Speed YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to remap your car at home using our MAXDOUT tuning boxes. So first things first, I'm going to run through the contents of these boxes. You'll get a nice little carry case, and inside of that carry case you'll have an OBD connector that will allow you to plug it into your OBD2 port on your car. You will have a USB cable which will allow you to plug that in to a laptop or a PC of your choice. And you will also receive a MAXDOUT USB flash drive. So as you can see here, we've now plugged the USB flash drive in, and we're just going to hop into this first folder here. This may look slightly different depending on your make and model of car, but the contents will be exactly the same. So at the very top you will see that there is a README guide. Now this README guide is essentially a tutorial on how to remap your car at home. So just having a quick scroll down, it will run through software versions. It will also run through troubleshooting, including getting a USB error, so you need to make sure the drivers are installed, which we'll move on to now. So moving back to the USB flash drive, you will see that my cursor is highlighting the Max Ford installation file. Now this will allow you to install the software which will remap your car, so be sure to install that before you do anything else. The next one down is a troubleshooter guide, which is a Microsoft Word document, and if we just open this up here, you will also see that there's a ton of information on how to troubleshoot should you come across any issues. And lastly, we've got a driver installation. So this will allow the OBD connector to communicate to the software and to your laptop. So it's essential that you read through the README guide, you install the software, and you also install the drivers as well, or else you won't get any further than where we're about to go. So as you can see here, I've now got the Max software open, and just looking through what this software can do, it can read your vehicle's ECU, it can program your vehicle's ECU, and it can also look at any diagnostic codes and clear them as well. So we're just going to click next, and all this next screen is doing is just checking your computer specifications. If you've got a laptop that was made anything after 1999, you will be absolutely fine. So it's checking the core speed, the RAM status, the hard drive status, and the battery status as well. So just click next. Once you've clicked next, you will be brought onto this screen here. Now this is just making sure that the OBD connector is in, that the USB cable is into the laptop, and that the software, the USB cable and the laptop are all talking together properly. So we're just going to click next. And as you can see here, it's just looking for the communications device. It will read your ECU type and your VIN code as well. This next screen is just confirming your vehicle information. So if everything is connected up okay, you will see your ECU type at the top, you'll see your VIN number slightly below that, and some USB device information just below here. If either of these are unpopulated, please make sure that your car is connected properly, as it will use the OBD and the ECU to populate these fields here. Then we click next, and it will give you all of the options you have to do with your car. Now if this is your first time using the software, the first thing that you're going to want to do is to read the ECU memory. Once you click that, it will come up with two options, which is the calibration data and the full program and the calibration data as well. So when you purchase a remap from Puma Speed, you will need to send your stock file over to us so we can send the correct remap back over to you as well. So you're going to want to click full program and calibration data and then OK. Pick an area on your computer which is a safe place. I'm just going to use my desktop. When you are choosing somewhere to save that file, make sure it is easy to get to, because you will need to send us that file once this has completed. Once you click next, it will tell you to turn the ignition off, wait 5 seconds, turn the ignition back on, and keep the driver's door open. So we've done that now, so we can click OK. You might hear a couple of noises in the car, such as static noises, but these are completely normal. The software is now reading your ECU. So I'm going to fast forward this part up. It should take anything between 5 and 6 minutes. It is essentially reading 2 megabytes of data onto the laptop. Now as you can see here, it's approaching the end of reading the ECU. You'll more than likely hear a couple of noises inside of your car, but as I mentioned, this is completely normal. Once this has completed, you will see a file pop up just in the left hand side over here, which is the ECU read file, and this will allow us to respond back to you with the correct remap file for your car. You will more than likely receive two files from us, one of them which is a full original file which you will need to install first, and the second of which is your calibration file, i.e. your remap. So as you can see here, the ECU has been successfully read. It's been saved onto the desktop just over here, and we're just going to click no because we don't want to open up the read folder. So once you've sent that file back and you've received your files back from us, you will then need to come back onto this screen, connect up, do the computer checks, do the hardware checks, and you will land back on this screen here. This time we are going to click program ECU memory. So I've got my USB file saved on the USB drive. As you can see here, I have two files to choose from: the full original file and then the stage 1R cat crackle for a Ford Fiesta ST180. So first of all, you always want to install the full original file first. This essentially recalibrates your ECU so it will then communicate properly with the next file. So I need to turn the ignition off. I need to wait 5 seconds. Then I need to turn the ignition back on, keep the driver's door open and click OK. So as you can see here, we are now rewriting the ECU with the files that we received from PumaSpeed. You always need to make sure you upload the full original file first. If you don't, you run the risk of bricking your car. And if you do brick your car, we do have a recovery file, so be sure to get in touch with the PumaSpeed team for some more information. Now these two next processes will take a little less time than the other one. As you can see, this one is already pretty much a third of the way through, but I'll catch up with you guys once this is finished. So we're now approaching the end of installing the first file onto our ECU. Once we've finished this, it will say that the ECU has been programmed successfully, and then we'll be back onto the main screen on the MAXDOUT software again. As you can see here, please switch the ignition into the off position, turn the ignition off, click the button. There'll be a little timer that runs down, and once this is finished, it will confirm that the ECU has been written. Okay, so once you've uploaded the full original file, we need to come back to the main menu, make sure your ignition is turned on once again, and click program ECU memory. Now I'm just going to open this up ever so slightly. So we've uploaded the full original file, which is a 2000 kilobyte file. The next file that we're going to be uploading is the actual remap, which is the stage 1R with the cat safe crackle. Now as you can see, this one is 257 kilobytes, so it's a lot smaller than the other ones. So once you have selected that file, you will be brought onto this screen once again. Be sure to turn the ignition off, wait 5 seconds, turn the ignition back on and keep the driver's door open. Once you have done that, click OK. Now this process will take a lot less time than the other two, purely because the file is much smaller. So this is now starting the diagnostic session, and once it does start, it will be finished in under 1 minute. As you can see here, it's downloading the programs, it's getting all the data ready to transfer over to the ECU, and it's calculating the estimated time. As you can see, it's taking a lot less time to finish. It will take approximately maybe 30 seconds to actually complete. Now once this process has completed, it will ask you to turn the ignition off and wait until the timer runs down. Again, you may hear some odd sounds from inside of the car, but this is completely normal. So once you turn the ignition off, click this button, let the timer run all the way down, and then your car has been remapped. If you have found this helpful, please remember to like the video, leave a comment down below if you've got any questions, subscribe to the PumaSpeed YouTube channel to see more videos, but until the next one, we'll see you then.